Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here to Habtoor Polo Resort and Club for our second match of the Silver Cup today in play day number 2. This match is between Habtoor and Dubai Wolves by Cafu. Habtoor in the red shirts. Dubai Wolves by Cafu in green. So the ball's into play. Into play it is. Off the front of the line out it comes and round onto it first was Araja, but it's now left there for Bautista Bejiga. Drills that one up forward, looking up the front door there for Mohammed. But first back onto this one there will be Pinello. Pinello checks up, makes a turn, turns back inside there of Haurechi. Just taps it forward one more time. Keeps on going forward. Haurechi goes on the run here now. Ring's got the pony to get up past Haurechi. Does Pinello. Pinello, he's over the top of that one there. Leaves it for Haurechi. Haurechi comes in, but he's got Laborde putting the pressure on him from in behind. But he sends that one out here now for Araja. Araja being met there by Pinello. Turns away from him. Goes back towards the boards and leaves it in turn there for Haurechi. Haurechi up on the play with Laborde in contention there. Play with the captain's armband on this afternoon. Being pushed deeper and deeper down into the bottom corner here is Haurechi. Haurechi. Leaving the ball here now for Bautista. Bautista making a break. Bautista gets stopped in his tracks there. And it's now picked up by Laborde. Laborde for the Wolves. Fizzes that one up the front door here now. Looking for Pinello. But first back onto this one is going to be one Haurechi. Haurechi, the backhand. It falls though for Pinello. Pinello up onto the play. Pinello looks over his shoulder and looks to see where Bauti is. Goes to the backhand. Pulls it away from Bauti, leaving it for Laborde. Laborde comes through the traffic. Laborde keeping on working his way through, but this time he just gets met and stopped there by Bautista Bezigar, but it's collected there by Pinello. Pinello there with Araja. Comes on the near side, couldn't quite pick it up cleanly there. Good Bautista, but in comes Araja. Araja played a cracking game the other day, fizzes that one up forward, but going back with him there is Felix. Felix is saying, Felix makes a turn, comes back inside, turns there. Realises he just has to yield off that one, but nothing to be given from it, and the umpires blow the whistle. Bautista came into the play and just got himself caught in a little bit of no man's land as the ball was turned back up towards field, just momentum carrying him through in front of the players to avoid a collision, and we end up with a penalty. Being moved up for a penalty for a 60-yard penalty for Dubai Wolves by Cafu. Teams there, of course. Playing at number 1 for Habtoor is Mohammed Al Habtoor. At 2 is Hosea Raja. At 3 is Bautista Bejigar. And at the back door, it is Juan Haurechi. And for the Dubai Wolves by Cafu, with the number 1 shirt on is Benjamin Apello. Habtoor. With the number 2 shirt on, Felix Essain at 3. And Santiago Laborde at 4. Both teams, 20 goals, so nothing on handicap here. So players call for Benja Pinello to circle round up onto this one here now. Nice long run up here for Benja, getting the pony settled here. Just coming in, just straightens himself up onto it nicely now. He gives that ball a ride and it looks like it's good from here, and straight through the middle it is, opening up the account there for Dubai Wolves by Cafu. Benja Pinello. So of course, like with our previous match, please let us know where you're tuning in from on Facebook and I can give you a quick shout out. So umpire Dixon bowls that ball into play. Out the back of the line it comes. Benja comes away with this here now. Benja sends that one up forward, looking for Laborde. Laborde in hot pursuit of him, though, is Haurechi. Goes with a half shot, gets hooked off out of it. It's now left for SN. Felix goes in with the driving shot in towards goal and puts it away. 2 goals it is here now for Dubai Wolves by Cafu. Good support play there. Letting the ball do the work, moving it up the field. They managed to stop Haurechi. However, great support there by Felix. So back to the middle of the field it is his now, and it was Felix Essain scoring that goal. So umpire Dixon, I believe it is, on the far side, just looking for a little bit of order in these lineouts. It'll just have to yield off that one a little bit. And the ball gets bowled into play it is. Skews off out the side here now. Trying to get onto it is Mohammed. Mohammed comes around away from here now. Comes away, takes the hook, leaves it now for Araja. Good play by him. Araja coming away from the man. Araja knows he's got Pinello in front. What's he going to do with this one here? He's going to run this one all the way. Great hand-eye coordination. Leaves it in turn there for Bautista. In turn leaves it once more. And it gets drilled up forward by Hareche. Hareche tries to come back onto it, but he does. He comes back onto his stick side. But putting the pressure on was Habtoor. And we get a whistle on the play. So the player's just calling for a free change. So I'll be back with you in a minute. And we'll be starting play off with a spot penalty, as the ball's been teed up there by Santiago Laborde. As Habtoor have to go all the way down the bottom end of the field to the scoreboard, which is where they're encamped. Just see for our polyline viewers, Juan Hareche just mounting back up again onto a fresh pony and going back onto the field here now. Halfway through chukker number 1. Our last game ended up with a good win there for Bangash. 12.5 to 10. Started off strongly. UAE came back at them well, and then it was literally just going one way, then the other way, like a metronome. But finally, taking control of the game once more did Bangash in that last chukker. So 2 teams back on the field here now. Umpires are about to call play. And players called. And it is going to be Santiago Laborde. Laborde taps it up forward. Araja comes in. He goes with a good shot, clearing it out into some nice open space there for Pinello. Pinello to pick up the play. Pinello on the far side of the field, opens that shoulder and fizzes that ball up forward, looking for Habtoor. Habtoor, 2 Habtoors going back for this ball here now, but it looks like Mohammed's got himself online on that one first. And, oh, we get a whistle on the play. Maybe there's something going on behind there. Let us see. Let's see what we have here now. Mohammed came in to clear that one away, but I think it was something off camera at the time. Umpires just explaining there what they saw to the players. And the result is a penalty 2, a 30-yard penalty in favour of Pinello. Up onto the play here now. Comes up with it, he gives that ball a ride and straight through it is now. A good commanding lead here for Dubai Wolves by Cafu over Habtoor Polo. 3 goals it is to the Wolves. So back to the middle of the field it is once more. Dixon lines 2 teams up here now. Bowls that ball into play in the middle of the line out. It gets caught. Coming up, pops out there for Bauti. Bauti fizzes that one out and he's got his man out there in front this time. Araja. Araja going up onto the play, but he's been hunted down there by Felix and it just hooks him off out of it, leaving it now for Pinello. Pinello makes a turn, looks to come back inside of Hareche, managed to do so. Good play there by Pinello, keeping it safe, strong, confidently, pushes that ball further out the field, looking for Felix once again, but going back with him there is Bautista. Bautista goes to the backhand, but he managed to get the better of it, but shows too much of it this time, couldn't get onto that one clearly, but Habtoor comes in onto the play, leaves it now there. Backhand comes in, backhand, and it goes up forward once again, but coming forward is Laborde. Laborde, he looks to go under the neck with it, but it just goes wide. Good support, good pressure there all the time by this Dubai Wolves team. So the ball will be placed on the back line for Habtoor to bring into play. Juan Hareche taps it up forward. Up comes his marker. Felix goes under the neck, pushes that one out there for Bauti. Bauti out into some open space. Bautista checks up, looks to come back inside, gets the protection there from Araja. This time sends it up the front door here now, looking for Harechi, but it gets stopped, half stopped in its play. But next on to this one here is going to be Habtoor. Habtoor couldn't quite pick up the backhand there, but it's now going to be Laborde. Tidy up once again here for the Wolves by Cafu. Just clearing off out of the way there was Pinello. Pinello gets back onto it and beats Hareche to the play, and he sends it up for Habtoor. Habtoor cuts it in towards the middle of the field. Beautifully picked up there by Pinello, who sends it up for Felix, but he gets closed off out of it there by Bautista. Mezigar across the field here now, takes a bouncing ball. Class play there by Bautista. Sets the run up the field here now, lets the ball go forward, and he says a good driving shot up there. He knows that he can't leave his man, Can Laborde, so they have to leave Bautista by himself, trying to get back to him is Felix. He straightens this one up beautifully. Oh, and he couldn't quite pick that one up, but Pinello does and tidies it up here for Wolves once more. Comes away with the play from Araja. Played it into him. Turns back. Araja. Oh, and we get a whistle on that play. Who had that line? Let us see from the replay. See, Pinello comes in. He just flicks that ball into Araja. And both Felix and Laborde are both looking for the play. And so the umpire's just discussing this one here now and explaining it to the players as the ball's being dropped down there on the penalty juice spot for a 30-yard penalty in favour of Habtoor. Being teed up there by Bautista Mezigar. Bauti looking to take the penalty here now. Bautista canters up to this one nicely and puts that one straight through, opening up the account here for Habtoor Polo. 1 goal is to Habtoor Polo and 3 goals, though, to Dubai Wolves by Cafu. So the two teams going back to the middle of the field here to get this underway once more here in Chukka number 1. Probably just about enough time to get this ball back in front of the Three Chimneys farm tent. Good afternoon, Gonzalo and the team. So ball into play, off the back of the line out. Bautista picks it up here now. Bauti, he's got protection there from Hareche and Laborde. Comes the other way, gets protection there from Araja. Sends that one up forward, looking there for Mohammed, but it's cleared away nicely there by Habtoor. Habtoor out to the side. The first shooter goes, and it's Habtoor coming out of the boards. Gets told to yield off and leave it now for Laborde. Laborde in there with Hareche. Harechi just has to yield off it as Laborde is on the play. He opens that shoulder and drives that one up, and he was looking for Essian, but unfortunately didn't quite get to him. But it looked first onto this one here. Looks like it is going to be Harechi, slightly intimidated in the play or making it so, and it looks like it is going to be Bautista into attack here now, but the near side play will come here from Laborde, leaving it there for Essian, and we get the whistle on that play just before the hooter. But however, that there will end Chukka number 1 with the score being 3 goals. It is to Dubai Wolves by Cafu. 1 goal to Habtoor Polo. And after a few messages and adverts from Polo Line, we'll be back with you shortly. And pick this one up away there from Pinello. Quick, sharp, he's off there. It's Lukin, Monteverde. Lukin going under the neck here now. No, he's left it though, but he's got the man in support there. But Lukin picks it up once more and looks to cut the backhand in towards the goal. It gets half dropped, but through the goal it is, and there it is. Like the Gold Cup, golden goal by Lukin. Monteverde helped out there by Ferry von Patolski. Ferry picked up the pieces and flicked that one up forward to him. You see him, he picked it up on the near side and then flicked that one back through the goals. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here now to get this underway. And it looks like we'll be starting off with a penalty, which ended in a foul at the end of chukker number 1. We have a short penalty just being teed up there by Bautista. If you can clear the field, please, guys. Thank you very much indeed, ground crew. During the high goal games, you don't get quite as much time in between to be able to get things underway and get your divoting done. So Juan Harichi just dismounting there, actually just wanted to adjust some tack or maybe a stirrup or something. It is, of course, of tantamount importance that all the gear is on safely. Had a case just the other day where a breastplate had seemed to have come adrift, and so the game was stopped and that was corrected. So we certainly need to start the game off in the right order. So as one just gets everything sorted out. Otherwise, as much as anything, it would be playing on his mind during the game. So here we go now, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to get chukker number 2 underway. I'll be starting off with this penalty. A short penalty in favour. Bautista Bezigar circling around up onto this one nicely now. Beautifully mounted. Some incredible ponies he's brought over again this year. So here we go. He drives that one and through the goals it goes. No messing around there for Bautista. Making the score 2 goals. It is now to Habtoor, but it's still 3 goals for Dubai Wolves by Cafu. So umpire Dixon just informing the teams just to move a little bit further into the field to line up here. Ball bowled into play. Nice and strong, but gets stocked in the middle. And it is Laborde on the play. There with Harichi. Laborde sends it up forward here this time, but pushed off out of it is Felix. And first back onto this one is going to be Jose. Up onto his near side. Comes away with the play here nicely now. Araja checks up. Looks to come back away there from Felix. He gets just taken off out of that one there by Bautista, and he sets sail once again here. There's young Araja. Araja up over the halfway line. Araja waits for it to settle, and then he fizzes that one in, looking there for Mohammed, but it's going to fall as far as Laborde. Laborde takes it deeper down his own territory, looking for a bit more angle. Does so. Gets the angle, trying to set up Pinello, but he's taken out beautifully there by Araja. Leaves it in turn, but it gets picked up and taken away by Bautista, and Pinello picks up the spoils here now. Pinello unleashes it and sends it out the front door, looking for his man out front, but the first back onto it is going to be Harichi. Onto the near side, pulls it back once again out towards us here at the hotel. And it's going to be Pinello to pick this one up first. Pinello sends a backhand straight down the boards. Here's the call there from Laborde. Laborde up onto his near side. Sends that one into the middle of the field, but shows too much for Araja. And Araja says, thank you very much, I'll take that forward, but he can't take it much further as Harichi comes in and tries to make a hooking play on Laborde. Laborde very strong on that near side. Laborde going goal bound. Keeps it going forward here now. Gets over the top of it nicely there. Does Santiago Laborde for the goal. Beautiful goal there by Santiago Laborde. Taking it now 4 goals it is to Dubai Wolves by Cafu and 2 to Habtoor Polo. As I was just saying, very strong indeed is Santiago Laborde on that near side and put it away really nicely indeed. The pressure was on him all the time from Harichi, never giving up, just pushed a bit wide, then got nicely over the top of the ball to be able to control it through the goals. Back into play, Dixon, ball off the front, it is Araja. Araja comes off with it once again. Araja can't get hold of that play, can Felix, but it's now picked up by Laborde once more. Laborde flicks this one up forward here now. Laborde takes it forward here again. Laborde fizzes that one up forward, and he's got 2 green shirts out there in front of him, but he goes for Pinello. Pinello says thank you. Oh, and he couldn't take it round the corner, but it's once again on that near side. Laborde flicks it through and sends it finished off beautifully there by Laborde by Pinello on the near side. Laborde near side, Pinello near side for the goal. 5 goals it is now to Dubai Wolves by Cafu. 2 for Habtoor. Lovely passing play there by Laborde. And up there for Pinello to say thank you very much indeed, and through the goals it goes, just changing the angle slightly to finish it off. So, into the line out, looking for a vague resemblance of a gap. Umpire Dixon bowls it in, off the back of the line out, picked up nicely there by Bouty. Bouty, what's he got here? Pinello's going to go back with him. Bouty's got a beautiful approach shot. It's gone a little bit wide to the right. Will it get there? Will he get to it in time? No, he just got a little bit too much wood on that one there. And out over the back line it goes. We get a hard blow on the whistle as the two teams just opt for a quick free change here now. And the ball's on the back line. That was a very good approach shot there by Bautista, but just connected with it a little bit too cleanly. So two teams, easy for Habtoor. They're down that bottom end by their camp. Wolves having to go the long way up to the Villa end of the field here at Al Habtoor Polo Resort and Club on field number 1. Picture there of Santiago Laborde being instrumental in that chucker. Just mounting back up again. So just waiting for Laborde to get back down the other end, and we'll get things underway. As it is, he's already in an onside position. So if the clock tick-tocks down for their minute change, Habtoor as well coming back. That being Habtoor Al Habtoor. So players called. Pinello to bring it in. Pinello brings it forward, taps it up there to his marker. Araja on the grey, leaves it now for Laborde. Looking for somewhere to pass this out to, can't do so, couldn't get hold of that one there. He gets told to use it, didn't use it, and we get a whistle on the play. Ay, ay, ay. Tried to tickle that one forward, gets told to use it, doesn't do so, because you see Pinello had already been playing and tickling with that ball. And he was just tapping it. We end up now with a penalty in favour of a free hit, in favour of Habtoor. Being teed up there by Bautista Beziga. Bouty circling around here now. Drive, shoots, there it is, straight through the goals it is, closing the gap a little bit further there. 3 goals it is now to Habtoor Polo, but it's 5 goals to Dubai Wolves by Cafu. So a nice easy goal there for Habtoor and Bautista from the spot penalty. And back to the middle of the field it is once more. Jason Dixon bowls this ball into play. Into play it is. Off the back of the line out. Bouty picks this one up. Nice throw in there by Jason. He sends that one. He fizzes that one up forward. He's looking there for Mohammed. He's gone a little bit wide out towards the right-hand side. Mohammed coming onto this play here now. Settles down. Goes with the next shot. Unfortunately, doesn't get where he wanted it to go to, but it looks like it's going to be Laborde to pick up the pieces here now for the Wolves. Cuts this one out wide, looking there for Habtoor. Gone a little far onto it. Looks to get back onto it. Does Haureche, sends the backhand into the plays, but it gets cut out of the play nicely there by Pinello. And Pinello sends defence into attack once more, but he hits that one out into open space for Araja to come onto. Araja takes it forward, goes away from him now, gets a bit of protection, but he comes in on that near side. Very keen eye, Pinello. Pinello going goalward bound here now. Pinello, he's got a swarm of shirts around him. He goes for the cut shot. It comes off the pony, and it's going to be Bautista to pick it up and play the tail backhand. The tail backhand comes in, trying to get onto that one there. Oh, let's see what the umpires unpick out of this one here as Habtoor's trying to come onto it, as is Araja. And there's another Habtoor player just caught in the middle there. Just caught in a little bit of no man's land, and the quick reactions of Habtoor. Umpires just had a quick little discussion on that one there. Not too much to discuss really as the ball's dropped down here now. For penalty 4, a 60-yard penalty in favour of Dubai Wolves by Cafu. So Pinello, circle round up here now. Cantering up, a lovely little bay pony. A brown pony rather. He gets hold of that one beautifully. And straight through the goals it is. Mencha Pinello with that characteristic high straight penalty there from him. To get 6 goals it is now to Wolves, 3 to Habtoor here in Chaka number 2. A minute and 40 left to play as the ball is about to get bowled into play. Into play it is. In the middle of the line out it gets caught this time. Bauti flicks that one away through the traffic and comes away with the play here now. Bautista. Bauti tries to drag that one forward but pushes a little bit wide. And it looks like it's going to be Pinello to pick up the pieces here. There for Dubai. Gets up past the man, but it is going to be Bauti. Intercepts it there and comes away with the play once again. Comes away with the treasure. He fizzes that one up forward, looking there for Haureche, but he gets a little bit straight on it, and it is going to be Pinello to cut that one away across the field. Couldn't get the clean shot he was looking for, but it's going to be the backhand comes in by Araja, looking to set it up for Bautista, but covering him well there was Labor. Then it's going to be Pinello once again off in front of his own goals, takes it out wide with Araja going there with him. Does he yield off? No, he takes it himself and comes the other way. Does Pinello. Pinello looks to straighten himself up. He's got Bautista there with him as well, and this time he cuts that one out of the way and tries to let the ball do the work and get it up there for Labor. There, but he just falls a bit short and gives time there for Araja. Araja couldn't get the better of it, and it's going to be sent up by Labor up there for Pinello once again. The backhand comes in, and Pinello just comes out the front door, and the pony comes down too. That's going to smart. Thank you very much indeed, everybody. Quickly onto the field. That didn't look nice at all. And you can see on the replay there, came straight over the top of him. And that's going to knock the wind out of his sails, and that's rest assured. And let's hope there's nothing further than that wrong with him. He'll be a bit battered and bruised. It doesn't look like he's holding anything. Pony just seemed to check and balk on him a little bit, which bounced him out the front door. So that pony, I'm sure, will be going off the field. It has the luxury of going back to the pony lines, I'd say, for the rest of this match. But Pinello is going to have to probably mount back up again. A couple of players just looking here now just to quickly change ponies for this last 35 seconds on the clock before the first 2 to goes. So, ambulance just checking out Bencha, helmet's back on, grabs his whip and everything else, which is great to see, and looking to mount up on a fresh pony. So we can clear the field, please, guys. Thank you very much indeed, the ground crew. Off the field, please. Jildi. So it looks like we'll be starting off where the ball was. Jason Dixon just explaining to the players what he and his other umpires have concluded. And it looks like there will be a drop ball in favour of Habtoor. So let's hope that hasn't knocked the wind out of his sails too much. So, Juan Horeche circling round up onto the play here now. Juan taps it forward. Sends that one up forward, trying to get that one up there for Bautista, but on the meet comes Laborde. Laborde's meet is now picked up by Bautista. Bauti faces back up towards goal again. He tries to send this one up forward, but just tops the top of that ball. And it's now picked up there by Felix Hussein. Felix once again goes with the shot, sends this one out here now for Pinello. Coming back to him though is Bautista. Goes to change the direction of play and put it back in towards the middle of the field, and first onto is going to be Laborde. Laborde picks up the play, protected a little bit there, nicely there by Felix, away from Araja, but Araja decides to take Felix off out into the middle of the field and on the attack. Tries to meet there, does Horeche, but it gets beaten away from him, but he shows too much of it, does Laborde there for Bautista. Trying to come onto it, can't get onto it there. Pinello's Bauti's on the move here now. The first two to has gone. He's going to have to go back onto his own play here now, and he fed to no. In comes Horeche. Horeche looking for the goal here now. Horeche just looking to dribble and tap this one all the way through. The backhand comes in there by Pinello, but the ball carries on through the goals for Juan Horeche. Making the score, Dubai Wolves by Cafu, 6 and 4 to Wolves. So, ladies and gentlemen, that there will end chucker number 2, and we'll go now to a quick break with a few messages and adverts from Polo Line. So, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here now to Polo Line at Habtoor Polo Resort and Club to get chucker number 3 underway in our second match of our second day of play here in the Silver Cup between Habtoor Polo and Dubai Wolves by Cafu. The current score is 6 goals to Dubai Wolves by Cafu and 4 goals to Habtoor. After that last goal at the scoreboard end, we'll be lining the two teams up once more here. We just wait for Horeche and Araja. To make their way to the line out for umpire Dixon to get chucker number 3 underway before we go into half-time. Horeche joins the back of the line. Bauti standing at the front. Jason Dixon bowls that ball in, gets stopped and brought away there by Habtoor, but it is going to be Felix. Felix goes away here now, but going back with him there on his near side play. With him there was Araja. The backhand comes in by Horeche, looking to send it up there for Bautista. Bautista takes the ball forward. Yeah, going back up the middle of the field here is Mohamed Habtoor, but first of all, he has to get past Pinello, and this time he lets the ball do the work, and up the middle of the field it goes here now for Mohamed. Mohamed comes onto this play here now, cuts this one in, gets back onto it once more, but just gets closed off out of that play, and the ball just gets left behind. The next two pair coming onto it is Laborde. Laborde makes a turn. Haureche coming in, working hard, steals that one away from him, sneaks in, comes away with the play, but once again, unfortunately, that ball just hops out over the boards. So players called for Santiago Laborde to bring into play once again. Santi drives this one up in towards the middle of the field here now for Pinello. Pinello up on the move. Pinello going back with him is Bautista. Bautista shuts his play down. It's left there for Felix coming. Good support play there by Felix. Felix coming forward once again. Felix looks up towards the goal, but unfortunately it's left there for Haureche. Haureche picks it, takes it away, out into some open territory, plays the backhand, looking to set it up for Bautista, but he's been hard worked on there, but he managed to get the ball up the field here now. Pair of them working hard on each other, kept off out of the play as Laborde comes in, plays it towards the middle of the field, but it's well intercepted and anticipated there by Araja. Araja there in behind Asan, he comes, plays a little backhand, but as he does, we get a whistle on the play. Umpires just discussing this one there. Just to confirm what their thoughts were on that play there. Never really a clean ride-off, never really in a position to be able to make a play on the ball is the decision, I believe, by the umpires. Habtoor have already marched themselves up, and the ball is going to be dropped down for a penalty in favour of Habtoor Polo. For a 40-yard penalty here now. A penalty 3. For Bautista Bejiga to pick the play up here now. Bauti. Actually, I think this is actually a penalty 2 they've given on this one here now. Comes in onto that one there. He drives, he shoots, and the flag is aloft. So through the goals it is for another one on the board there for Habtoor. Closing that gap they are. 5 goals it is to Habtoor Polo. 6 goals to the Dubai Wolves by Cafu. Umpire Dixon will line these two teams up here now. Bowls that ball into play. Off the line out it comes. Looking to pick it up here is Bautista. Goes with the straight backhand. Looking to set it up there for Jose. Falls a bit short, but in comes Mohamed. Mohamed goes up onto this play here now. Going back with him there's Habtoor. Gets the hook in onto that play. Leaves it for Laborde. Laborde sends a good strong backhand. Trying to set it up nicely here now for Pinello. Pinello just settling over the play here now. Waiting for someone to get up further forward. Felix has gone. Looking to see what his options are. He cuts this one into the middle of the field. Looking for Laborde. Laborde on it here now. Looks to come back inside. Yields off. Leaves it now for Pinello. Pinello once again looks for the open backhand. Backhand comes in there by Felix for Laborde. Laborde sends it a bit further. Look at the diamond pan on the backhands for Pinello to pick up here now. Looks up towards the goal and drives it forward. Sends it up there, but first on to this one here is going to be Bauti. Bauti sends the backhand. The backhand comes in to ricochet off out towards the side. And it's going to be Jose to pick this one up. He gets half hooked off out of it. And it's going to be Haureche to come away here now. In comes Laborde. They try to pick that one up away again as Jose comes in and we get a whistle on that play. Let's see what they decide out of this one here now. Right on the far side of the field there, you've got Haureche comes away. Laborde comes in, but it looks like Jose's come in. Possibly at a slight right angle to him, but the umpires will tell us soon enough what it is they're going to be giving on this one. Laborde is wanting a short penalty here. And a short penalty here has been given. So a few of the players, in fact, it looks like the teams have actually opted for a free change. So Dubai Wolves by Cafu still managing to keep that narrowest of margin of lead. They started off very strongly indeed, but Habtoor as always have stoically worked their way back into this match here this afternoon. And I'd just like to say a hi from Sandeep Sonia, who has also said Lauren and the family are saying hi, and all of us here in Dubai. A big hi back to you, and thank you very much indeed for tuning in to watch on Polo Line. This is our second match and our second day of play in the Silver Cup 2024. So, players back onto the field, all bar one. And now we'll get this underway here now with a short penalty in favour of Dubai Wolves by Cafu. Circling around up onto this one once more. It is Benja Penelo. Comes in up onto this one for the 30-yard penalty and drills that one away through. The flags aloft. It confirms it all. So they just get themselves a little bit more of a breathing space there of 2 goals the difference. 7 goals it is to the Wolves. 5 goals to Habtoor. So 3:45 on the clock here in Chukka number 3. As Jason Dixon lines these two teams up here now. Jason. Just looking for a little bit of a gap, a little bit of time here now. Stops the clock again. Just a bit eager to get on with it, and there it is. The ball comes into play. Skews out here now, and it is Laborde. Laborde just gets crossed there by Jose. The advantage play gets told to yield off, does so. The shot gets passed up here this time, and up it goes. Lovely backhand there by Hareche. Great eye by him. Flattening onto that one there. Nicely is Belty, but we get a whistle on the play. Well, maybe not quite flat enough there for the umpires on this occasion. Let's see what we see on the replay. Super backhand there by Hareche. So, umpires just discussing this one with the third man. There was an option for 2 of the greens to have been able to play that ball. As Bauti tried to join the line, just impeding their play a little bit, and it looks like that Matthias is just explaining that. So they're all perfectly clear. Just needed to come a little bit flatter. Maybe almost considered to be a little bit of intimidation at the acute angle he was coming to. But the result is, of course, a penalty 3, a 40-yard penalty in favour of Dubai Wolves by Cafu. Being teed up by Laborde and Pinello. Felix just coming in to sort of stop his pony and make a bit of a raised divot to pop that ball up on top of his, if they feel necessary. So they're finished teeing the ball up, and it's going to be Benja Pinello to circle around up onto this one here now. Benja Pinello circling around. Come very well mounted, of course, comes up to this ball here now. He drives, he shoots, and through the goals it is. The flags aloft, and it's goal number 8 on the board there. A 3-goal margin over the 5 goals of Habtoor. So back to the middle of the field it is once more. 3 minutes left to play here in Chukka number 3. As Dixon bowls that ball into play. Off the back of the line. Benja wants that one first. He's up onto this one quickly. Plays the open backhand, does so. Comes off the back of the pony of Laborde. He couldn't quite get onto it. Habtoor couldn't do so. The next two cancel each other out. And the ball is left here for Bejigar. Bejigar sets sail up here now, but Laborde has other ideas. He's coming back at him, as is Felix. But he goes with a long-range shot from a distance. And a long-range shot it was. And out over the back line it goes. Wide to the left-hand side. So on the back line it is for Santiago Laborde. And the Wolves brings it forward here now. Up to Araja. Here's the call. Pushes it out wide. Looking for that one there. Is Benka. Has to thread through the traffic. Couldn't pick it up. Felix helps him out on the way here now. Felix is saying up on the move here. Up the field. Up over the halfway line. Yields off there. There's Balti. But comes back in. Looks for the hooking play. Comes forward. Lovely play there by Felix. Felix coming in. Takes the man onto his near side. Couldn't carry it any further. Ball comes in the middle of the field. The next two just cancel each other out. And it's going to be Habtoor and Habtoor. Habtoor and Habtoor looking for the shot. No. It goes wide. So the ball sits there on the back line for Habtoor Polo to bring back into play. And that'll be brought back in there by Juan Jauretche. Jauretche brings it up forward here now. Sends that one underneath the neck there for Bautista. Out in some open space. Nobody with him at the moment. Checks up. Gets met there by Pinello. Cuts it out into the middle of the field. He looks like he wants to go back onto this one himself. Reckons he's got the pony to get up past Benka on here now. Coming in behind is Araja. Araja picks up the play. Araja turns back away from the play. Up the middle of the field. It looks like he's going to go here now. Araja looking for his options. Cuts this one up the field, but coming onto it first is going to be the backhand of Laborde, setting it up for Pinello once again, letting the ball do the work nicely. Pinello makes a turn, gets protected there by Laborde, and he sends this one forward here, this time looking for Habtoor. Out the front door it goes, but covering that front door there was Mohamed Habtoor, but you had Laborde steaming down the line. And we get a whistle on the play. The umpires will just have a quick discussion about this one, where they're going to be placing this penalty. So, Habtoor retire back behind that line once more. There's a couple of players quickly going for a change. And the ball being teed up there by Santiago Laborde for his teammate, Benka Pinello. Benka circling around here now. Great afternoon of penalties from Pinello. Comes in, drives, shoots, comes up onto that one there, and through the goals it is for another one on the board there for Dubai Wolves by Cafu. They get 9 goals to them and 5 to Habtoor. So back to the middle field once more. Umpire Dixon lining the two teams up here now. Habtoor towards the scoreboard. Habtoor towards the Villas. And in and out it comes here now. Same wants a bit of that on the near side. Gets pushed off out of it. It's now collected here there by Jauretche. Jauretche turns back inside of Laborde. Pushes this one forward. Laborde just has to deal off a little bit. He's going to have to get a move on with that play. Tries to make the play on it. Comes off the back of the pony. Is Balti allowing him to go back to it one more time. Bautista. There with Felix, the first two to go, and he drills that one up forward, up the front door there, looking for Araja, but we get a whistle on the play. Just caught in a little bit of no man's land coming across Araja. And that there will end Chukka number 3, ladies and gentlemen, with the score being 9 goals it is to Wolves and 5 to Habtoor. I'll be back with you after a few messages and adverts from Polo Line.
Welcome to the finals day of the third Rishat Mil Alula Desert Polo. We started off with 8 teams, we're down to the last 2, and they'll be playing for this beautiful trophy.
Welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, now to Polo Line and Habtoor Polo Resort and Club for our second match of our second day of play in the Silver Cup 2024 between Habtoor and Dubai Wolves by Cafu, with a wonderful backdrop there of the city and the Burj Khalifa. And our stats here now so far through the game. Habtoor, 5 goals, 9 goals to Wolves. Field goals, 3 goals by Wolves, 1 by Habtoor. Throw-ins, 5 and 8, Wolves controlling those a little bit. The fouls committed pretty similar there, 7-5. Penalties, great afternoon for penalties all round. 4 goals from 4 penalty attempts for Habtoor and 6 from 6 for Wolves. No corners, no yellow cards. And chucker by chucker. For your memory, it is, at the end of chucker number 1, it was 1 goal to Habtoor and 3, though, to Dubai Wolves. At the end of chucker number 2, it was 4-6. At the end of chucker number 3, going into half-time, it was 5 goals to Habtoor and 9 goals to Dubai Wolves by Cafu. So the 2 teams going back out on the field here now. We'll get this underway for the last 2 chuggers of this match here this afternoon. Remember, of course, we have polo here on Saturday. Great afternoon of polo on Saturday. Get yourselves booked in. Tune in to Polo Line, or love to see you here at Habtoor in the picnic area. Book yourself a gazebo. Or the brunch, of course, here at the hotel. There'll be plenty of kids' entertainment and other attractions, as well as, of course, the coveted gold coin, normally worth about 3,000 dirham. There'll be a pair of them out there on the field, which will be between the 2 games on Saturday afternoon. So Wolves, up their end of the field, it's easy for them as they're encamped up at the Villa end. The umpires on the field just chivying along. Habtoor to come forward. So Mohamed Bouti, Aorechi, and just waiting for Jose to come back out. So the ball being teed up there by Bautista Bejiga for another penalty attempt in favour of Habtoor. So players called by umpire Matthias. As Bautista circles round up onto this one here now. Comes up onto the play. Drives, he shoots, and there it is. Straight through the goals it is. Closing that margin a little bit more. By 3 goals is the difference. 6 goals to Habtoor, but it's still 9 goals to Dubai Wolves by Cafu. So back to the middle of the field here now. In front of us here at the hotel side. For Matthias Valverde to get this ball bowled into play. Just waiting for Pinello to get onside, and the ball gets bowled into play. Gets stuck in the middle there, coming away with this Habtoor looks to avoid the hook there from Bautista. He's going goalward bound here now. Keeps it nice and short. Looks to swoop this one under the neck. Does so. Can he come onto it again? Yes, he can. He gets onto it. Looks for the final next shot. Goes underneath the belly with it. But oh, it just slithers past the right-hand goalpost on the outside. So good pressure there by Habtoor. Sorry, by Habtoor Habtoor. So players call. Juan Hareche to bring the ball back into play for Habtoor Polo. Nope, we have Pinello. Has just flipped over backwards on his pony, and he seems to be back on his feet. He seems to certainly be in the wars here today. They might be winning, but he's not having a lot of luck personally out there on the field. So just checking his girth and seeing what's going on. So we'll just have a slight break here whilst he tries to work out. We also have umpire Dixon just dismounting as well. And he's just reorganising his saddle there. So have that slight break. And of course I'd like to thank our sponsors here once again of this tournament, with the main sponsor of course being Insignia, which was a company founded in '96, began its journey as providing a travel related services and payment cards, offering tailor-made and concierge experiences and access to extraordinary privileges throughout the world. Our co-sponsor of course being Accenture Events Group, Diamond Lease, PROW. And so he's just still sorting himself out there. Is Benja. Diamond Lease of course being the premier rental and lease vehicle company here in the UAE and MENA region. As Benja just remounts up again. So the ball's placed down. It looks like we'll have a free ball in favour of Habtoor. Players called. By Dixon on the far side for Juan Hareche to bring it in. Juan taps it up forward here now. Keeps it edging forward. Cuts this one out wide here now. Looking for Raja. Raja on the little grey pony. Can't quite get onto that one there, but it's picked up here by Felix. Felix passes up there for Laborde. Laborde up onto the play. Checks up. Comes back inside the players, but just met there by Raja. And he leaves it in turn there for Pinello. Pinello comes away from the play here now. Off the line. He gets half hooked off out of it there by Hareche. And it's going to be Bautista to pick it up, but possibly shows too much of that one as we do as he comes back onto it. Pinello tries to pick up the play, but we get a whistle. So on the replay there now, you see Juan Hareche is trying to come up that line, maybe being pushed, having a player pushed into him. And the result being a spot penalty here now in favour of Habtoor. So players call. Juan Hareche to start again. One. Comes away there from Felix as he finds him turning, goes back onto his own play. In comes Pinello, tries on the meat, doesn't quite get it. Looking over his shoulders, Hareche, because he knows Essian's going to be there, but it's Hareche looking to go coast to coast here. Has to check up, looks to see what his next play is. He's got his teammates going forward. He's got Bautista there, looks for a little weighted pass there for Bautista. Bautista looks for that next shot and drills that one in. Through the goals it is for Bautista Beziga. Beautiful work between those two. Lovely weighted pass there by Hareche, having run the ball over half the length of the field. Comes up onto it, thought he had something in his hand, but it was actually just placed beautifully there by Juan Hareche for Bautista. And under the deck he goes with that one there, making it 7 goals to Habtoor, and it's 9 goals to Wolves by Cafu. So the two teams will line up here now. once again on Matthias, who bowls that ball in, out the back of the line out. Penello says thank you. I'll have that one cleanly. I'm up on the move here now, looking to straighten it up. He does. Bautista going back with him, but it is going to be over the 60, over the 40. It is Penello. Penello, one more tap will probably do it, and that's all it took, straight off the back of the line. Benja Penello answering the question beautifully there, taking the score now. 10 goals it is to Dubai Wolves by Cafu. 7 to Habtoor. The replay there. All it took was just that last little touch. Lovely approach shot. Made a lot of space for himself, so the back to the middle it is once again. Many. Bowls that ball in, comes off the line. Who's going to first surface with this one? Tries to get onto it. There's Spinello in front of Harichi, but it's only going to be as far as a nice tail backhand there by Araja. He's trying to set it up for Bauti, but it's sent back in once again there by Penello. Comes off the pony, but Bauti's going to pick up the spoils here for Habtoor Polo. Flicks this one away to the ball. They can't quite come onto it. Gets protection there by Hareche from Laborde into the middle of the field. He comes here now. He's got Penello lurking, wanting to pounce. Has to come away from here. The other side this time does Bautista. And Penello going back on this one here. Takes the man, leaves it for Araja. Araja on the boards there with Felix. Taps it forward, comes forward up onto this player yet again, goes forward again, does Araja, comes in between the two players, goes goalward bound, straightens himself up on this one here, gets up past his man and pushes him away across the line here now, and it is going to be Araja, but I think it came off a pony and it goes wide. Couldn't quite find enough room, and we get a whistle on the play, and that there will call for a change of ponies. With 3:02 on the clock here in Chukka number 4, 10-7 is the score. As we have a good view on polo line there of the Habtoor camp, as they're right down that end of the field by the scoreboard. And once more, Wolves having to go the long way up to the top end to change. So Penello back on the field there quickly. He changed the pony down the bottom end there, as did Hussain. So Raja going towards goal there. Managed to get through and pass, goes with the man. Unfortunately, just going wide. So Laborde back down in the field, just waiting for Habtoor. And we'll get the second half of Chukka number 4 underway. Quick little team chat there between the Wolves. I'm just waiting for the umpire to call play. Play is called by umpire Dixon, and it'll be Laborde to bring in here now for Dubai Wolves by Cafu. Taps it up forward. In comes Araja. Cuts this one away here now for Felix. Felix comes up onto the play. Felix Hussain comes away with it. Go up over the halfway line. That ball come to rest. But you see Bautista cutting across the field here now. He hears the call. He goes with a long shot. Drives that one a little bit straight possibly. And possibly Bautista's going to be able to come into this one first. You see him taking the man nicely there. Keeping control of him and turns away from it. In he comes. Makes a hooking play on it. Leaves it in turn there for Haureche. Looking for something for Penello, but it's left there for Bautista. Bautista again. Bauti. Now he's going to have to do something with this one here because he's going to have Penello there in behind. Penello just yields off and leaves it there for Hussain. It shows too much of him there, and he sends a nice little backhand out here for Penello to come onto. Penello pulls this back into the field. Haureche going deep down because he knows he's got the ball there looking for something, but he decides to run the ball himself here. Does Penello, opens the shoulder and drills that one up forward. Couldn't get onto it. Haureche picked up beautifully that near side play there by Laborde. Oh, and he just couldn't quite pick that one up cleanly, and it's now left here, but turning around quickly onto it is Hussain. Hussain comes in, drills that one into a pony, and he tries to get another bite of the cherry here now as he's got players all over him and trying to break away from it. And coming away here is Haureche. Haureche breaking away from the pack. Haureche coming back is Habtoor up the middle of the field, and it is Haureche checks up, lets him come past. He's got Araja in behind. He's all got the space and the time. He just needs to keep this going, but he's got Felix coming back, and he's also got Pinello as well. He needs to keep the momentum going. He does. Beautiful play. Oh, and he just shows a little too much of that one there to Felix, and the backhand comes in, but we get a whistle on the play. Got a good view from up top here in the hotel, and we can see here on the replay that he came in at pace. He flicked it away, and as he just changed the line at the last minute, knowing Felix was there, Felix possibly just came across him. And the ball has been dropped down for a spot penalty 2. Players still having a bit of a discussion about it. Well, from my view up here, it looked like the line had slightly changed. And came in to make the defensive play, did Felix Hussein. The board just looking for some clarification from the umpire, still looking at where the line was. But I think we saw on the replay that the line had been changed. Facing back towards goal by Juan Jauretche. Very clever play indeed. Good peripheral view, knowing where players are around him. You can see we get the replay here on polo line. He comes up forward, drags it one way, then he pushes it the other way. And as he pushed it the other way, Felix came in. And so the result on that there is a spot penalty 2 in favour of Habtoor. Looking to close the gap a little bit more here now. And Bautista comes in and puts that one away for goal number 8 on the board there for Habtoor Polo. 8 goals it is to Habtoor Polo. 10 goals for Dubai Wolves by Cafu. So back to the middle of the field. Matthias Laveni looking to bowl this ball in. Just over a minute left to play here in chucker number 4. Bowls it in. Middle of the line out, looking for it with the 2 boys at the back, but passed up there by Jauretche to Bautista. Comes back inside the, possibly offers to come back inside the player, does so this time. Catches the ball there on the turn, and it's going to be Bautista setting up the sail. Goes with a big monster next shot up the field here and there. Looking for Mohammed, but first back onto it. Looks like it's going to be Habtoor. Cuts this one wide. Out towards the side here, looking to come back onto his own play and keep this ball rolling around the field. But he gets a little bit of support in there, but it's Mohammed picks it up instead. Mohammed, his ball just gets caught out, and it gets sent up there by Hassan. Up there for Habtoor once again. Couldn't pick that next play up. The ball gets left behind, picked up on the near side there by Pinello, and it stops there for Bauti. Bauti picks up on his near side, flicks it away, looks to pick it up there, goes quickly, swiftly, putting it onto his stick side there. Comes Pinello. Pinello going forward once again. Pinello trying to get away from Jauretche. Pinello again. Pinello keeps his ball running forward. He's got Araja in front. He's got Jauretche behind. The pressure's on. It comes between the players. The backhand saving the day once again for Habtoor Polo is Juan Jauretche. Into the middle of the field, setting up here for Mohammed Al Habtoor. Mohammed up on the move here now. The first 2 to goes up over the halfway line. Shows a little bit too much of that one there for Habtoor. Habtoor plays a good strong backhand, but well intercepted by Mohammed. He sends it forward once again. Habtoor tries to cut this one under the neck, tried to get it away from the goals, but it looks like it's going to carry out over the back line. So, ladies and gentlemen, that there will end chucker number 4 with a score being 10 goals to Wolves and 8 goals to Habtoor Polo. I'll be starting off with a corner in favour of Habtoor after a few messages and adverts from Polo Line. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Al Habtoor Polo Resort in Dubai, the United Arab Emirates, for our fifth and possibly final chuck in our second match of the day. In the second day of play in the Silver Cup. Our first match won by Bangash over UAE, 12-10. And this going into chucker number 5. It is 10 goals to Dubai Wolves by Cafu and 8 goals to Habtoor. I'll be starting off chucker number 5 with a corner, a penalty 6 in favour of Habtoor, placed on the 60-yard line where the ball went out over the back line. So Bautista teeing this one up here now. So players call Bautista Veziga, looking to close that gap. Get them back in contention here at the start of chucker number 5. Canters up to this one nicely. He drives, he shoots. It's looking very good indeed. Umpires, flagman, all agree, and there it is. 9 goals it is now to Habtoor Polo. 10 goals to Dubai Wolves by Cafu. That's familiar here. Bautista mounting himself, as is Juan Harichi. Santi Labori's brought horses over, so has Felix Hussein. So, and Pinello too. So the two teams lining up here. Looking for a very good resemblance to the gap to get that ball into play, hoping to get out the back, but it gets stopped in the middle and coming away with it. Here is Laborde. Laborde picks it up. In comes Bauti, spoils the play, but managed to get back onto it again, does Laborde. Laborde knows he has Pinello in behind. Bauti comes in to put the pressure on. Sends a little flick backhand, changes the line out there for Pinello, but he shows too much of that one for Bauti. Bauti comes onto it, makes a lovely play, turns around onto it. He flicked that ball away from him, so allowing Bauti to come in under the play. Forward he comes here once again. He's got Pinello in front and he's got Laborde in behind. Laborde hunting him down, looking for the hooking play. Does so, can't get onto it. Couldn't get onto it, could Araja, but it's Felix comes in, but he gets stopped in the play and Araja picks it up once again. Araja looking to face himself back up towards the goal once more. He's going to have to come round. The pony kicks it, he loses sight of it, and Laborde comes up with the spoils for Dubai Wolves. Goes under the neck. Nice way to pass by him out there for Pinello. Pinello being hunted down by Haurechi. Haurechi in there with him, goes down the boards with that play, looking there for Laborde. Laborde going back with Araja. Laborde and Araja looks over his shoulder to see if he can get onto it. Can't do so as Haurechi does. Haurechi comes away with it here. Once again, Haurechi in front of Pinello. He leaves that one behind, and Pinello picks it up and comes away there from Haurechi. On the turn, he flicks that one up forward, looking for Laborde, but first onto here, it's going to be Mohamed Habtoor, thwarting the attack, sends it wide. Pinello picks it up on the meat. Pinello comes in, dummies the backhand, picks up on the near side, comes back round onto it in front of Bautista. Comes away from Bautista here now, looking to run it round in towards goal here, looking for those definitely little skilled touch work there, and he goes in with the next shot in towards goal, and through the goal it is. A beautiful goal. Some silky moves there by Benja Pinello. You can see on the replay here, getting himself through the traffic. He had some work to do even before that, and then goes with that beautiful neck shot. And through the goal it is for Benja Pinello to take the score back 11 goals to Dubai Wolves, 9 to Habtoor. And we get a whistle on the play. Santi's just asking to go and change ponies. Got a little bit of an issue with it. We're about 4:25, and a couple of others might actually take advantage of this to get a free change. 2 goals the difference is once again. Habtoor got themselves back in contention there to within 1 goal. But Pinello had other ideas about that one. And his silky stickwork skills went to work and finished it off with a beautiful neck shot through the goal. So we do have a couple of changes. As Santi is changed. Pinello's just looking for another pony. But he'll have to get a wiggle on here. So Laborde's back on the field. Pinello is not. So they're still waiting for Benka Pinello. You might turn around and say it's the grooms didn't have a horse ready for him, but it's more like that he's actually probably decided to change his mind and throw a random curveball at them. So back on board he gets, does Benka. So Pinello just coming back at the gallop here now. $11.9's the score. 4:25 on the clock left to play here in chukker number 5. Ball into play, off the line it comes. Comes in, Pinello on the near side, takes the hook there, does Balti in front of the ball there and fizzes that one up full for Haurechi. Haurechi going goal bound here now. You see Essian kept off out of it there by Araja, and he just has to stick a ball this one home, looking just to finish it off here now, does one Haurechi. Haurechi puts another one through there for Habtoor Polo. Closing the gap again, now we have 10 goals to 11 once more. Each time Habtoor have got there within contention, Wolves have pulled away again. So a lovely goal there by Juan Haurechi. Got himself in good possession, giving something for Bauti to aim at. So ball gets bowled into play in the middle of the line. It is the backhand comes in by Haurechi, finding Bejigar. Bejigar goes with a big shot, drills that one up forward, but slightly out towards the side, coming back onto his play, just unsighted on that slightly there was Pinello. Trying to come onto it is Bauti and Pinello. Bauti comes up with it here now, turns in face once again. You see how quickly Haurechi is in there behind, but he fizzes that one up forward there for Araja. Araja cuts that one through the goals, levelling up the scores here now for Habtoor. Jose Araja. Very good play indeed. You see that Haurechi committed himself to come in behind. And a lovely play there by Bauti. Sees the man loose, he's free, he's quick, he's sharp, and out in front he goes. He was unmarked and they let him go and he punished them for it, and through the goal it goes, levelling it up at 11 apiece. And now we get a free change with 2:50 on the clock left here to play. So it could go either way, ladies and gentlemen. Either way it could go. All game. Dubai Wolves by Cafu have had control of it. Well, certainly had their nose out there in the lead. A lot of the time they've been 3 goals to the advantage, but now we're all even Stevens. Even when Habtoor got within a goal last time, they went ahead. Unable to match up, but now we're 11 goals apiece. 2:50 left to play. So players back to the middle of the field. It is here, just about in time. 45. So the umpire, Matthias Webeni, line the 2 teams up here now. Bowls that ball into play, looking for it at the back. There it is. Pinello. Pinello comes away with it. Pinello, he knows he's got Bauti there with him. Pinello comes inside. Oh, gets a bit of protection, but he has to go back and recover it once again. It is Pinello. Pinello comes away. Pinello once again leaves it now. Full of ball. They both leave it between each other. First round up onto it is going to be Bautista. Bautista on the move. Bautista checks up. Gets pulled in his play. He knows he's got Araja out there in front. Fizzes it out into some open space there for Araja. Araja looking to run this one home, but Laborde's got other ideas. It is Araja. One more tap will do, and it's Jose Araja. Putting them out into the lead. 12 goals to 11. 2 beautiful back-to-back goals there by Jose Araja. And we see a lovely head-on shot there from Polo line of this young man just running that ball in through the goals. You see it was good play there, the way the ball was put out towards his left-hand side, so it gave him a little bit more space. Yes, he had to come back into it again. Laborde had the shorter line but he got possession of it and ran it all the way and into the line and out the line it comes here now, but this time it's Laborde with it and he wants some vengeance, and it's Felix picks it up on the near side. Felix going back with him there is Hareche, hooks him off out of it. The ball goes skews out to the side as Bautista picks it up here now. Bautista takes it away there from Habtoor, comes in with the turning play, and we get a whistle as Laborde hunts him down. Did he move that ball enough? No, evidently not. The umpires blew the whistle. They must have deemed that he literally turned around the ball rather than moving the ball enough. Umpires just discussing this one, or maybe just exchanging balls, as it were to say. So, a ball is dropped down here now for a penalty in favour of Dubai Wolves by Cafu. 1 minute 31 on the clock, 12-11 it is. Will we go to golden goal? Pinello to take the penalty. Change ponies off the little chestnut onto a little brown pony. Pinello circles round onto this, he gives that ball a ride, and through the goals it is. We're all tied up once again. 12 goals apiece it is. That's 24 goals here over the 5 chukkers so far, and a minute 20 odd left to play. So back to the middle it is. Quickly, Habtoor, he's there, he's waiting, he's hungry, waiting for Matthias to bowl this ball into play. 2 teams, waiting, ball comes in. Bautista comes away with it off the back. He goes with the open backhand, looking to get that one up for Raja. Raja fishes that one forward, but it is going to be Felix Hussein comes onto it first, plays the tail backhand, onto the tail he goes, swooping onto that one nicely. It's going to be Benja, goes with the first time play, but it falls kindly there for Bautista, who intercepts it, makes a turning play back in towards, faces up towards goal once more. He's got his boys marking out well. Goes into some open space here. Does Bautista. Bautista wanting to make sure of this one. In comes the play. Goes past 2 of them. Goes past Benja. Goes past Laborde. He's got Eze in front. He goes forward, but in comes Laborde. Tries to spoil that play. Doesn't. Leaves it and falls there for Pinella, but we get a whistle. Oh, ay, somebody's got a walloping and a bash and a thump as they've tried to turn or something, or someone else has turned into him, and it's Bautista on the floor. And we can see on the replay there as he comes forward. Oh, no, maybe Bautista copped something just earlier on. And it's in that right shoulder as well. Down on the ground, Laborde's there with him. So let's see if we can see on this replay here now. He's coming forward with it. In comes Laborde. Oh, and he comes back with a double take at the hook, and possibly copped him with his mallet. So the ambulance is just attending to him there, and hopefully the magic spray will be enough. And the umpires will have to unpick this one, because this is a decider. This is crucial. Will there be a penalty or will there not? If there's a penalty in favour of Habtoor, it could seal the deal. If it's in favour of Wolves, or maybe we'll have a roll-in. We'll leave that there to the umpires. So Bautista still being attended to there. So there's a lot more to unpick out of this one here. I'm sure there's no deliberate or no malice there between Laborde and Bauti. But I just overhear from the umpires there's possibly a little bit of something going on behind that play as well. So they're still down there with him. Possibly when he's actually making the hook, Laborde's making the hook, he's probably come off the top of his mallet and it's bounced back round again. That's Laborde's mallet has bounced back round again and hit Bauti. Maybe it was a bounce off the stick. Maybe it was a second attempt at making a hook, and unfortunately not managing to hook and actually hit him. Third man's going for a replay of this here now. So still haven't quite unpicked this one here now, as Bauti is off the field of play, but certainly not that keen to get mounted back up again. So it looks like he's going to take a few more minutes here now as Hareche and Mohammed come back down towards the middle of the field. Ambulance is leaving. So maybe he's not, unfortunately, going to be able to continue. Well, personally, probably not for the rest of this match, but hopefully he'll be back again on Saturday. But they have strapped it up and put him in a sling on that right arm, on that right shoulder. So we'll just have a little bit of a break here, ladies and gentlemen, whilst the players compose themselves and try and sort themselves out about how to continue this match. And the umpires will make their decision. I think they have already come to their conclusion. However, we'll have to have two teams on the field. And we'll just go to, for our viewers on Polar Line, we'll just go to a few ads and messages, and we'll be back with you as soon as we are able to continue the match. Thank you very much. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Habtoor Polo Resort and Club. And Bautista, unfortunately, we wish him all the best, of course. And hopefully see him out on the field on Saturday. And the substitution, as you see on the screen, it is Tomasito Fernandez Llorente substituting for Bautista. And the umpire's just explaining. And it looks like a yellow card has been exposed there for Laborde. And we can see as he came in on the replay, and then he came back with that near side play again. And it was that secondary play at the ball when he was actually past it. And we have here now, with being a yellow card, the ball's being teed up by Juan Hareche. And there is a possibility of a re-hit or a 5B after the yellow card. There's a view there of the Habtoor crew with Andy and Guillermo. So it is Juan Hareche to circle around here now. Players called. Juan comes up to this one, he drives, he shoots, the flag's aloft, and there it is, ladies and gentlemen. 13 goals it is now to Habtoor Polo, 12 goals to Wolves, and that there, ladies and gentlemen, will end the match. Oh no, I'm a little bit ahead of myself. I've still got a few more seconds left, I apologise. I thought that was just about over the 30 seconds, we're nearly done. So, the whistle has blown. And we do start with a 5B. I apologise. I thought there's only 2 seconds left in. And the ball's dropped down here now. For a penalty 5B in favour of Habtoor Polo. Going back to the clock, just wanted to backtrack this one here now. So, the clock is reset at 28 seconds. Players called. Juan Hareche to bring it into play. Juan taps it forward, keeps it short. Comes forward again, takes that one away there from Pinello. Pinello on the chase once again, but it is Hareche, goes with a long driving shot, looking to put that one up there for Araja, but also came back onto it is Essian. Essian sends the backhand out there for Laborde. Laborde picks this one up here now. Laborde faces towards the goal here now. Laborde looking for Habtoor at the front, but it unfortunately gets picked up here now by Hareche. Hareche turns, faces back up towards the goal once again, avoids the hook, and there goes the hooter, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, this time that there will end our second match of our second-day play in the Silver Cup 2024, with Habtoor Polo running out the winners, 13 goals to 12. You can see down there in the camp a very relieved and very jubilant camp there. Stito just congratulating his father, Guillermo. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen, 13 to 12 in favour of Habtoor Polo all the way through this match. Wolves managed to dominate them.
Tell him, ask him. Tell him,
the players congratulate each other. We can see there from the chucker by chucker. After chucker number 1, Habtoor 1, Dubai Wolves were 3. 4 to 6 after chucker number 2. 5 to 9 after chucker number 3 going to half time. And after chucker number 4, it was 8 goals to 10. And then chucker 5, every time Habtoor got within a goal or got within equal, Wolves managed to get away. But at the end, at the very death knell, as you see, a very jubilant Habtoor leaving the field rather, we have Habtoor 13 goals, 12 goals to Wolves by Cafu. Now we've been formally congratulated there. JL birdie.
Good game, good game. Finally.
Juan Harichi. Very relieved indeed, after a very well hard-fought match indeed. And it'll be interesting to have a little look at the stats. But first of all, it looks like we'll go to some of the best goals of the match, as we see a very jubilant Mohamed Habtoor on ball line with his son.
Bauti, can you come? Okay. Your hands up, your hands up. Your hands up, yalla. He's holding you, yalla. Partido, levantamos.
The camp, the crew, everybody in there behind supporting Habtoor Polo. And now we go to the best goals. So this one here, Laborde, very strong on that near side, straighten that one up nicely, being hot pursued there by Harichi, and got beautifully over that one on the near side to put it underneath the neck and through the goals. And this is a replay of it. You can see looking over his shoulder, knew Harichi was there, putting the pressure on, having to take the long way around. They got over that there beautifully to put it through. Classic there by Santiago Laborde. Can see it from all angles. Great having the drone shot as well. And through the goals it goes. And here, coming forward, oh, that was the pass there from Bauti up to Harichi. In comes Pinello to try and stop it, but unfortunately for him, Harichi just finishes that one off nicely. You can see that Pinello came back with a lot of pace, covered the ground, and the ball carrying on through the goals nicely there for Juan Harichi. Here, Juan. Nice weighted pass to Bauti. Bauti comes in with that next shot. He had taken that one 3/4 of the length of the field himself, then unleashed Bautista Bejigar. And of course, Pinello going away there from Bautista and putting that one away through nicely. Yeah, Bauti sees he's got Araja out there on his own, managed to slip his man, cut shot. Very nice touch indeed there by Jose Rajan. Straight after this, he went straight to the other end and scored as well. Bauti just seeing where his men were on the field and just flicked that one up nicely to Araja. And here we go again. Off goes Araja up the other end of the field. Here now, and just taps this one away through. Beautiful goal there. Played a great game here this afternoon. Very deadly in front, gets himself out in front and pinpoint accurate. Up onto that there nicely. Taps it once, twice and through the goals. And very happy indeed. And there we have a view of the Burj Khalifa and downtown here in Dubai. On this glorious winter evening here in the United Arab Emirates. And our stats throughout the whole game, Habtoor 13-12. Field goals, 5 apiece. Throw-ins. Wolves certainly dominating those throw-ins. 12-8. Fouls committed. A few more of those dangerous fouls committed there by, or not dangerous fouls, but it was dangerous for the team in the outcome for the Dubai Wolves. 10-7. Penalties, 7 from 7. Great penalty day there for Habtoor, and 7 from 7 again by the Wolves. One corner from one attempt there by Habtoor. Bautista having a great day on the penalties, as was Pinello, and one yellow card was dished out in the end of the day. So, ladies and gentlemen, another great day of polo here at Al Habtoor Polo Resort and Club for our second day of polo in the Silver Cup. We look forward to you tuning in on Saturday for our first match at 2 o'clock, followed by a second match at 4. For myself, Adam Snowden and Polo Line, good night. Thank you very much.